Warning, what you're about to see are liberals acting nuttier than squirrel turds. Pray for them, y'all.
It is an illustration of the attacks we're seeing on our democracy.
Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar!
Make he rest. Make he rest. And may he wake up tonight when you get this week.
Goodbye, Red.
Say bye-bye.
See you soon.
What's wrong with you people?
When you put in communist and yes, communist policies, that's what Zoran Mamdani is talking about.
He's not a communist.
It never
Democratic
works.
Socialist. He says he's a democratic
I
socialist.
can't tell what the difference is.
Well, he can describe
Explain what the difference is.
He can describe the differences for you. The socialism is not the same basis of communism in this country. You know that quite well.
The man wants to create government-run grocery stores. He wants free transportation, both of which are impossible to do. Because how is
that communism is a trigger word to try to undermine all of his policies. He's not a. He says he's a socialist.
I don't need to undermine his policies. His policies undermine himself.
Well,
because they've never
that.
worked. Here's all I want him to do. Tell me where they've ever worked. They've never worked. He knows that. I knows that. But what he's trying to do is promise everybody something that they can't have. And the truth is there is no free lunch, just like there's no free bus. Because you know what happens when you have a free bus? There's nobody there to fix it or to drive it. He knows that. I know that. You know that. America does know it. And it's unfortunate that the city of New York, my former home city, is probably going to have to go through this.
Well, guess what? 9 months later, people are still talking about groceries. They're still talking about gas.
They're not talking about gas. Gas is at a 4-year low.
It depends on what part of the country you're in. But they're talking
California,
about
it's really high, but everywhere else.
But they're also talking about eggs. They are talking about the cost. Eggs are not low.
Eggs are low.
Have you been to a grocery store around here?
Eggs are low. Probably.
I mean, eggs are not low.
I'm going to fact check after the show, and you're going to be surprised.
$8.99 for eggs is not low. But what I'm saying is,
President Trump, we don't want you or any other king to rule us.
We will never surrender. So Donald Trump, stay the hell out of Chicago.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Donald Trump is not a king. Donald Trump is a bully.
You're fired. You're fired.
Trump does think that he's a king, and he thinks that he can act more corruptly when the government is shut down.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
If President Trump was king, the government would be open right now. If President Trump was king, you wouldn't be allowed to have your protest against him. If President Trump was king, he probably wouldn't let you have freedom of religion. If President Trump was king, he'd probably make the social media platforms censor anyone who disagreed with him. If President Trump was king, he wouldn't be reverting rights back to the states where they belong. If President Trump was king, he'd be telling us what businesses were allowed to be open and which ones wouldn't. If President Trump was a king, he'd probably force you to take an experimental... Wait, who did that? Somebody did that. I could keep going if you want, but I think we're good.
Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, ring that notification bell so you know every time I post a new video. If you like what I'm doing over here, you want to show a little extra love and support, be sure to check out our website, crownandthread.com. That's where you can grab all the awesome clothes you see me wearing in all of my videos. Like this one, it says, he conquered as the lamb, returns as the lion. You know, the Lion of Judah, that would be King Jesus. And these are all handmade by my beautiful wife. We got tons of different designs to choose from, Christian, conservative, sizes ranging from itty bitty extra small to big and hefty 5X for my folks that like to eat. Bunch of different colors. It's all gooder than chicken to me. Of course, I'm biased though, but I'm sure we've got something that you look great rocking or that'll make an awesome gift for someone you love. We also sell some pretty sweet woodworking pieces made by my father-in-law, crosses, hearts, charcuterie boards. Definitely go check those out as well. If you'd like to support in other ways, you can buy me a coffee, hit that thanks button. You can become a member of the Gibson family right here on YouTube. All those links are down below in the description section. Listen, by no means do you have to do any of that stuff. Just showing up and watching my freckle face for a few minutes, that means the world to me, seriously. And I love y'all. I truly can't thank you enough for rocking with me throughout the years. Whether you've been here since I started back in 2017 when I was doing music reactions, or you're a recent subscriber, by the grace of God through my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and with y'all's support, my life couldn't be any better. Seriously. So thank you. And until next time, I'll be praying for you. Godspeed. I'm gone.